Let's talk to Melissa Hamilton, Professor of Law and Criminal Justice at the University of Surrey. Melissa, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
A lot of people, including Nigel Farage, concerned that we have a two-tier justice system in this country. People saying that if, under normal circumstances, somebody threw something over an MP, and they quote the business of Jeremy Corbyn having an egg thrown at him, surely you would want to put them in some kind of custodial sentence in terms of just discouraging other people from doing the same. But in this case, the woman in question, Victoria Thomas Bowen, has walked free and got a community sentence. What do you make of it?
Well, in reality, the Sentencing Council of England and Wales treats this as a custodial sentence. So what they differentiate is what they call an immediate custodial sentence, which is when you're going to go actually into prison. This is a suspended sentence. So if on the 12-month suspension, if she commits any violations, she will have to serve 13 weeks in prison. So it is considered a significant sentence. And there's a number of conditions that were added as well that, people would actually, if they had to serve it, would consider punitive. So in terms of the actual crime here, which is relatively low level, it actually was a severe sentence compared to what people would normally get.
I guess it's low level if the person who was the target of the throwing of the milkshake was somebody that was known to the person. If she threw it over a boyfriend, then it's low level. But if you're throwing it over a public figure, given what's happened to some MPs of late, you would think it might be taken more seriously, no?
I agree with you. So the law does protect certain people in terms of sentencing more harshly for assault, for example, emergency workers. But currently there is no law that would aggravate a sentence for those in Parliament or those candidates. And that could be something that Parliament wants to reconsider, is making it a more severe offense for, as you said, general deterrence, to deter other people from targeting those individuals as well.
Right. And because the judge said that you'd seen no evidence of remorse, you would think also that might have had a degree of influence on it. I mean, it says here in the report I'm reading, he ordered her to complete 120 hours of unpaid work, 15 days of rehabilitation sessions, and to pay some money out in compensation. Again, none of it seems particularly punitive. I know you're saying it kind of is punitive for the size and the effect of the offence, but there is a sense that there's a kind of, I suppose, a reticence to discourage people from throwing stuff over Nigel Farage.
Well, the judge did make some statements indicating that he thought the sentence would be a signal to others not to do it. So at least in his thought, it was for deterrence of others. At the same time, and I agree that we don't want people to take their anger out on candidates in this way, and physically assaulting them. At the same time, looking at the factors in sentencing, there are a number of things that are not present that would have aggravated it. For example, there was not substantial force. Nigel Farage is not really considered a vulnerable victim. It was a single blow. There was no weapon. So in terms of sentencing, the judge was a little bit constrained in terms of what he could do because of the lack of aggravating factors. But you are correct. There is no remorse, which usually you will see. So that in its absence, it is a little bit striking. She did plea, so there was a slight discount, although she didn't plea until the last minute, so there was just a slight discount.
Yes.
So, on balance, I'm actually not overly surprised, but it is certainly making a point because you're covering the story, so the message is being sent that you will be at least criminally prosecuted if you target candidates.
Yes, that's true, and I suppose we might be thankful for that. Melissa Hamilton, thank you very much indeed, Professor of Law and Criminal Justice at the University of Surrey. Basically, as far as Nigel Farage has said, he saw lots and lots of people, as we all did, getting sentenced to very long prison terms for activities that took place during the riots in the summer, some of which may not have been violent, and some of which may just have been what you might call nuisance-like.